No objections, Your Honor.
Okay, so with that taken care of, so we tidied it up for the appellate record for future reference. If there's any sort of agreement, please be sure to mention that before so we don't have this confusion. So the floor is yours. Defense.
Okay, Mr. Ricky Dander.
Sir.
You made a deal with a prosecutor to testify against Mr. Arnold today, right?
Yeah, I'm testifying for the prosecution.
So you won't be charged for the assault.
That's my understanding.
Okay. Now let's talk about the Slicers gang. You're affiliated with a gang named Slicers.
I used to be. I'm no longer a member.
But on the night of February 28th, you were a member of the Slicers.
At that time, yeah.
Would you say that the longer you are in the Slicers, the more experienced you become?
It depends. Depends on what you do. Depends on your involvement.
Now, you have been in the Slicers for 5 years, right?
That's correct.
Okay. You know, Officer Chris Manchego is Chris Henley in the Slicers.
I'm now aware of that.
But he was Chris Henley.
Yeah.
And he has been in the Slicers for 2 years.
Probably around there.
No one is harder than the Slicers.
So we say.
So we say. You testify that Jordan is being initiated into the Slicers, right?
Yeah, he was trying to be a member. I'm not really sure if he is or how that all went.
So let me walk this back, okay? So you have been a member of the Slicers, the no one is tougher than the Slicers for 5 years. Chris Henley, he has been a member of the Slicers for 2 years. And Jordan, he is not even a member of the Slicers, like what you said. He's a rookie or he's someone trying to come in. Is there objection?
Objection, Your Honor. Yeah, there's multiple questions there.
So your objection is that it's a compound question?
Correct. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry
Mr. Zhou, break them up so we can hear answers to all of them.
Okay, so what you just testified is Ricky has 5 years, Chris has 2 years, and Jordan is merely initiate. But Jordan tells you where to eat, right?
I mean, it was his idea. He wanted to get pizza, so he went and got pizza.
Jordan tells you where to go, right?
I mean, it was his idea. Again, we were hungry. It was a late night. We wanted to go get pizza.
And as a rookie in the tougher, no one tougher than us Slicers, Jordan tells you where and when to fight.
I mean, Jordan wanted pizza, so we went and got pizza.
But that is not true, right?
I'm not sure.
That is not true because you want to pay back, correct?
I wouldn't say that.
You wanted payback because Jordan testified against you.
I mean, nothing came from that, so.
You wanted payback because Jordan testified against you in the grand jury investigation, right?
I mean, he testified against me.
You wanted payback because Jordan testified in the grand jury investigation of your robbery, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. This has been asked and answered.
It's cross-examination. I'm going to overrule it for now, but if it gets to be more, feel free to let your opinion be heard, Mr. Arias.
So let me re-ask the question. I'm sorry. Let me re-ask the question. You wanted payback because Jordan just testified against you in the grand jury investigation of the robbery, correct?
He did testify.
Objection, Your Honor. The discussion about the robbery has been precluded. All prior convictions of Mr. Arnold, the defendant, have been precluded. If we want to hear that objection again. You said you're going to reserve that ruling.
So reserving and preclusion are two different things. Precluding
sorry,
I've absolutely decided.
You had reservations of preclusion. Sorry.
Well, Your Honor, if allowed to make an offer of proof.
Yes, please. That's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Well, this is not this is more probative than prejudicial because this is probative because we are talking about the motive, Ricky Dander, why the jury wanted after the jury hear this, the jury will know that okay, Ricky Dander, well, he wanted to set Jordan up. That's a probative value, and it's not so much of a prejudice value because we're not saying that Ricky Dander he's a violent criminal. We're not saying that Ricky Dander he has a violent tendency. we don't care about the robbery. We just cared about the fact that our guy, Mr. Arnold, testified against Ricky Dander, and Ricky Dander holds a grudge. We just wanted to say.
So based on what you've just said, if you don't care that it's a robbery, then we're going to keep out the fact that it was a robbery.
Okay.
And just leave it at that there was a conviction as a result of the testimony that you gave against, or that he gave against Mr. Dander, which would lead you down the path that you were just on. So if you don't care about it, we're going to get rid of it.
Your Honor, sorry.
Sure, go ahead, Mr. Arias.
Sorry, I just wanted to, there's a slight delay, so if I speak over you, I just want to apologize that it's not my
Fine.
intention.
It's fine. We're good? Everybody good to go?
Yes,
So,
Your Honor.
You wanted payback because he testified against you in a grand jury investigation just 9 days before February 28th, right?
He did testify against me 9 days before.
Just 9 days before, and you and your crew went to the pizza shop looking for a fight.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say we went to go get pizza.
That's why you picked him up from work and looking for a fight because you wanted to set Mr. Arnold up.
I mean, I picked him up because we had an initiation event that night.
Okay, let's talk about the pizza shop, Grease Pizza.
Yep.
You have been to the Grease Pizza before, correct?
I think so.
You recognize the owner.
Yeah, I mean, he looked familiar.
That's because you robbed him a month ago.
I mean, possibly.
I take that as a yes. Let's talk about the fight. Now, you saw Jordan and Nick Schmidt in a tussle, right?
Yeah, they were fighting and yeah.
You saw something in Jordan's hand,
Yeah.
but you didn't see what it is.
I mean, it looked like a knife, but I couldn't say for sure.
So you didn't see what it is.
It looked, I mean, not for sure, not definitely.
Okay. And they were holding each other's shoulder, Jordan and Nick Schmidt, Mr. Arnold and Nick Schmidt, by the shoulder and spun out to the front door, right?
That's correct.
You never saw Jordan use as a knife.
No.
And you never saw how Nick Schmidt was injured.
No, I just saw the two of them go out the front door.
No further questions.